Hey, this is Rick with Social Good Software. In this short demo, I'm going to be going through an FAQ on digital membership cards. These are some of the most common questions we have received from some of our clients, and I just wanted to take a few minutes here to share with you some of the things that we have learned that can make the process for your implementation a lot smoother. So I just want to go through and answer some of those FAQ questions now. I'm also going to be walking through some specific areas where you can get help to be able to answer a lot of these questions. All right, great. So let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to be going through the FAQ on the digital membership cards. And the first thing here, the first question we have is, why do we need to set the transaction date as on or after yesterday? So if you head over to our support docs, we have a handful of queries here that we have automatically created for you. So you can go here and actually take a look at some of them to see what they look like. So let's go ahead and take a look at the gift one here. So here's the gift one. And then you'll see it says transaction date is on or after yesterday. So the reason we're doing that is for a specific reason. So using the option of on or after yesterday will accommodate the queries who purchase late at night, such as 11:30 p.m. Altru may be set with a different time than your organization, so we need to account for everyone who possibly will buy late at night. So this on or after yesterday catches anybody buying at 11:30, 11:59, 11:55, because the concept of today is different inside of Altru depending on how Altru's set up. And that goes varied based on your time zone. So as a safety precaution, we use on or after yesterday. That way we capture everything from yesterday till today. All right, the next one here is, if the constituent email is blank on the query, what happens? The query accounts for both constituents with a primary email and those who have a blank email. If you have any issues with grabbing the correct constituents, make sure you put the two emails in the record, include box in parentheses, using an or instead of an and we'll ensure that if any of those records will pop up rather than nothing, since records generally have one or the other, but not both. So we're going to go over to the launch email here, and then you will see this right here, email address is equal to yes or is equal to blank. So when you see this, this just simply means we're capturing for that email. Now, the email designer is smart enough to know if both of them don't have an email address, then we will not send the email. So on the email designer side, it's actually smart enough to be able to determine if something has an email or not, and then be able to send the email accordingly. Okay, so the next one here is, why is the membership level displayed twice? So if we go back to our query here, you'll see that the membership level is displayed twice. And the reason for that is the membership level here is used to be able to display in your email. And the membership level here is used to be able to point the person to the right design. So if your organization currently has one member, so we'll call this M for member, that currently holds two memberships. So they hold membership 1 and they hold membership 2 at the same time concurrently, then we need a way for us to be able to say, okay, well, this design is for this particular membership and this level is for that particular membership. So that's why we have the level here twice, because it helps us determine what design to show. So if we're going to show design 1 or if we're going to show design 2. So that's why we have this membership level twice. So one of the membership level fields is used for displaying the level visually in the email, and the second one is to enforce the membership level upon clicking the link. If a constituent has multiple memberships connected to the name, this query will force the display membership to be a particular level. You're writing for example, Tom has 2 active memberships under his name. If his query is built for tier 1 and not tier 2, Tom will click on the link and see tier 1 benefits. So that's the main reason why we display the membership level twice on those queries. Okay, the next one I have here is I cannot find the note type that says digital membership card individual membership. How can I add this note type? So there's actually another support doc that will show you how to create note type. So if you do note, you'll see right here how to create a membership note type. This will walk you through the process of how to create it. It's a 2-minute video. It's pretty simple. It's just inside your code tables and you select the note type there. Okay, in Altru, you go to administration, code tables, ticketing, found in category drop-down menu, sales order note type. And after you're done clicking add a new, you can select the note type. For using your query, you can now set the note type field as this without creating the note type as shown. What this means is if you're creating a sales order query, you need to go create it from this option here. If you are creating a membership query, you need to go and use the other option that I just showed you a few seconds ago. So depending on which query you're working on, you need to create different note types. And we have access to both of those, like I mentioned before. If you head over to the email designer, you will see how to create a membership note type and how to create a custom note type with Altru. So you can find those there as well. Where can a membership originate from? So a membership can come from many different places. It can come from an online sales order. It can come through daily sales. It can come through advanced sales. It can come as an auto recharging on a credit card. It can come from manually sending emails to constituents information. It can come from the back of office. It can come from batch. And it can also come from an auto renew. So tons of different places where memberships can originate from. What do you need to do when a membership originates? So typically we recommend that you verify the name, the email, and the level, and making sure those things were entered in correctly. What emails are sent by the sales order method? So I have a handful of emails here, and I'll just show you really quickly what happens. For online sales orders, they get an acknowledgement email, which is sent via Altru, and then they get a digital membership card email, which is sent by Social Good Software. For a daily sales order, they also get one from Social Good Software. You can also go ahead and do one when the card is about to get charged or when the card has been charged. For advanced sales orders, this is just the one from Social Good Software. For back of office, is the Social Good Software one. For back of office batch entry, this is also the Social Good Software one. So pretty much Social Good Software catches all of these different exceptions. The only one that we don't replace is the acknowledgement email within Altru. All right, so the next question here is, do I need the email, the primary and the secondary members separately? The answer is no. We recommend you combine the emails into one. So this is meant to say one. So we want to go ahead and combine it into one, not have it split up into two emails. And the reason for that is because sometimes we don't have the secondary member's email. So we just pass it on to the primary member to be able to send all this information out on their behalf. So I've updated the information on the constituents record, and I want to let them know, how do I do it? So you can manually tag them, and this will trigger a new email to go out. So the manual tagging happens at the membership level, which will then trigger an email to go out, letting them know about their new information that you have updated. If the system record ID changes, the link they have received will no longer work, and the new email will need to be triggered. If a constituent record is deleted, if it's merged into another record, there's no way for us to be able to let that specific constituent know that this has happened. So you simply have to tag them, and this will trigger off another email for them to be able to know that that change has specifically happened. Is there a way to display a total number of members? So with the membership card designer, you can display the number like 10, 15, 25, that type of thing. So you're able to display that. We also give you the option to be able to display all the member names on the back of the card if you choose to have that as well. Is there a way to display the number of child members? So you can display the number of children. And here is a link for all the fields you can display. So you can see here, you can do program name, primary member name, lookup ID, level name, amount, status, number of members, number of children, expiration date, renewal date, member since. You have the option to turn on or off all those different options there. Okay, if a child has the same email address as his or her parent, will the parent receive multiple emails? We typically just email the primary member and not each member, so this won't be a problem. If an update is made to a membership, member name, expiration date, etc., do digital membership cards automatically get updated? The answer is yes. It will send out to iOS and Android automatically. We will not trigger an email unless you manually tag them, which will trigger another email to go out. But if they're using iOS or Android, the digital membership card will be automatically updated. Okay, the next one here is, can we incorporate decals for reciprocal members via membership card designer? And the answer is no. This will need to be done at the design level of the image. So if you look here, here's one of those digital membership cards that I have. If you wanted to go ahead and include any of the decals, you will need to do it at the design level of the asset you upload, not with the designer. Okay? So that's pretty much going to do it here for me. Hopefully you found this helpful with this FAQ. We're always learning and updating this FAQ for the digital membership cards. If you ever want to see the most up-to-date, you can go here and you can click on FAQ. And this will take you to the most recent FAQ, which is what we went through today. But in the future, I'm sure we'll have additional questions we'll be answering, so make sure you check in often. And that's going to go ahead and do it here for me. Once again, this is Rick from Social Good Software. Hopefully you found this video helpful. We're always looking to improve and make things better. If something was not clearly explained in this video, or maybe you just are still a little bit confused and have some additional questions that we didn't talk about in the video, don't worry, we're here to help. Please go over to socialgoodsoftware.com/feedback. You're able to provide us feedback on this training. You're able to provide us feedback on the software. We're always looking to improve. So if you have any suggestions, please reach out to us. Again, socialgoodsoftware.com/feedback. You'll be able to go ahead and share your thoughts with us, and we're always happy to help.